All right, here it is, the 35 bow front. We got one new guy right there, and everybody else is still the same in here. Got the Java moss growing like crazy. Got a lot of new leaves on my big Anubias. And then the biggest thing is, it used to be all duckweed up here. Now, I counted a couple days ago, I got 40 different water lettuces up there. So I'm excited for them to take over the top. And then we got our lone cichlid. I don't see him right now. He's a Tropheus cichlid, and they like to be with other Tropheus species. So I'm waiting to do a Tropheus tank later down the line because he was really beating up the catfish and the other cichlid. Now on the saltwater, I don't know if I've posted a video with my hammer in here. Got this hammer probably about 6 months ago. I've really been battling the hair algae and cyano. This is about the best that the hair algae has looked in 6 months. And then I got some Chemiclean, so that cyano will be gone. I'm going to do a little bit of work in here. And then not much going on with the little one. Still no fish in there. Had some snails in there. It just needs more light. It doesn't have enough algae for the snails to really thrive in there. And then in here, really had an exponential growth of my Java moss, and I forget what this one here is, but I got this at a reptile show actually, so I was kind of excited when I saw an aquarium plant at a reptile show because that doesn't happen very often. It is a little dark in here, but I think these fish like it darker because if I move the light to the front, they start swimming around like crazy and they just don't look happy. Like they're moving real slow right now. Obviously the Danios aren't, but if they get going, everybody else gets riled up. So I try to leave it dark in there. So Carmel has grown quite a bit. This is getting to look like a prison. I know it. And he's become super friendly. And I know that once I get him in the 55 gallon, he'll be super happy. That probably won't happen for a week or two to get it set up. But here's his heating pad area. He's not huge. He's probably 2 inches, 3 inch. He's probably 2 inches long, 1 inch wide. So they say that he should probably be in a 20 gallon at this point, but I'm going to switch him to the 55 gallon, and then very soon after I get him in that, he's going to need something bigger. So either going to go back to a stock tank like I had for Slider, or put him in a very large fish tank. So I'll have a build video coming up on that. But let's work on the saltwater for a little bit, and hopefully I can get this video posted soon. I know I haven't posted in a very long time. Alright, we're going to do a little bit of hair algae removal. Start off on this angle, and then as I work, we'll get you on a different angle. Here we are after the partial removal. Still a lot there. Not nearly as much growing up here by the candy cane. I turned the wave maker off, so it would have been blowing water everywhere. Yeah, definitely still a lot here in the middle. And a lot over there. But I am going to be getting some hermit crabs, so as long as I get some hermit crabs and a good amount of snails, I think I'll be able to get after this. I want to get an urchin. I think the urchin would be the best thing for eating all the algae in here. But that would have to come further down the line. I definitely need to go to the fish store. I don't believe I have any hermit crabs left in here at all. They don't live very long. Those other ones I probably had for about a year, so that would make sense. But everybody's out right now. Got these two guys. Got the pajama cardinal Oh, my shrimp was out on that purple part just a second ago. And Lenny obviously is hiding. The shrimp tried to go up the tube while I was siphoning out the stuff. So luckily he didn't go out. There's Lenny. And the shrimp should come back out. But I'm gonna go ahead and fill it back up, and I'll just get a little time lapse of that. Alright. Got my Amazon brand Python here. In there. I'm gonna go flip the switch. I do the water, and this has a shut-off valve, so it just runs like a normal faucet, and then when I flip the switch, it'll push the water through here. So I do the water temp in there, and then I flip the switch, and it just runs the regular temp water that I want just straight out here, which is a lot easier than the hose because I don't have to wait so long. I was using the sink backwards, so I kept turning up the heat. Now it'll run all the air out of here. And one of my friends has told me many times, I understand that the reason I'm mostly dealing with having all this hair algae is because I'm using tap water. And I know that my tap water is hard and it's got a lot of particulates in it. Not that you can see them very much in here, but what I do need to do is I just need to bite the bullet and buy a RO system. I haven't done it yet just because it was out of my price range, but I think now I'll be able to do it. But it'll probably have to wait until after I'm done with Carmel and his new 55 gallon, because that's going to be a little bit expensive with the, gotta buy a new heater, gotta buy a new pump, but this one's almost full actually. And then clean the glass off on the inside, I'll spray the glass off on the outside, and then we'll get a good view. If you like the cleaning content, I know that I've been doing a lot of that with my posts, and a lot of my videos have been about cleaning things up, and I really haven't done anything as of late down here. I mean, my largest one was making this tank and setting it all up. It's had a lot of changes. I've rearranged it. Did that video on this. I know I haven't done a video on this in a long time, but I can't really put any plants in there. I can't really buy any more fish. I'm kind of fully stocked on that. So at this point with my fish room, this needs a bigger tank. This needs a bigger tank. That's gonna stay the same. Even if I move, I'm not gonna tear that one down. And then my Tropheus, he needs a tank. And then Carmel here, he needs a tank. So I'm at the point where I either go big or I just stop with bigger tanks. I don't know, but probably I have a 110 that I want to set up. I don't have it here in my house. I have to go get it. It was my uncle's that he had set up for years. I'm pretty sure it comes with filters and a stand and everything. So I just have to go get it, but I don't have anywhere to put it, you know? And I don't really show this corner often. There's my bear, but those are my clothes. So there's 2 couches right here, but most of the time they have clothes on them. So if I could move these couches out of here, I would do that, but do I want the couches? I don't know. They might be good for my first home. What do I do? When I started my YouTube channel initially, it was after I had a broken bone. And that was my ankle. And then I hurt my knee. And then I broke my arm. And then I broke my foot. And then I broke my leg. And then I had to have surgery last time. So that's 2 surgeries in like 3 years. Not the greatest, but we keep going. And honestly, fish room definitely helps me get through it, but the Lord helped me a lot. All right, here we are in my greenhouse. I don't have many videos in here at all, even on my camera roll. So there's some of my plants. This is a mother of millions right here. These are poinsettias. And then I do have an arrow plant here that I've been growing out for a while. It's also coming over here. So that's kind of what it looks like. And then right here, this is kind of a little grow out. I have a bunch of isopods in here. They're little panda isopods. So they've been growing in there. Same with this pothos. Let me see if I pick this up. I bet I can find one. Because there's one isopod, not the panda that I'm looking for. Let me pick up this one. There's a good panda. I don't know if you can see him straight down, but he's right down there. And that's really the greenhouse right now. I do have a pepper plant right here that's been growing out. This is called lemon balm, but this pepper plant, I'm hoping that even though it's inside, I can still get the pepper to grow. It said that if you flick it, that'll get it to self-pollinate itself. So I've been trying to get it to self-pollinate, but we'll have to see. Anyway, if you like this video, hit that thumbs up. Again, I say it every time, but let me know what you want to see. Andrew, I know you're going to comment. A couple other people, thanks for commenting. I know you guys watch this, so thanks for watching it.